Where did you do your housemanship training and what was it like?
So housemanship was in H-Star in Klang, and that is probably one of the most toughest experience that I have ever gone through. Basically, a lot of practices that you would think that is not acceptable today was deemed acceptable back then, and the culture and the workplace environment that time, I'm talking about 2006, 2007, it was really, I would say sometimes it was very toxic, but we had to learn to go through it and survive because back then we didn't have a choice. It was housemanship, MOship specialist. There was no other alternative per se for us back then. It's different now, but okay, we have went through it. It made us more resilient. But I do think that some practices then was not acceptable for
Like what
housemans.
what sort of practices are you talking about that you didn't think was acceptable?
I would say blame. It was such a blaming culture, whereby housemans will get the brunt of the blame if anything goes wrong, and without any sort of investigation or any sort of method to find out what went wrong. It's just so easy to just put the blame on housemans, which I felt was very, very wrong. Um, I feel that even after I became a medical officer and a registrar, I always told them, my juniors, you have to be accountable. If you're the senior doctor, you are the one who has to be accountable, not the junior doctors. But back then, it was just easy to dump everything onto the junior doctors and just say that it's their fault, which till today I don't agree with that.
Did you go through that? Were blames put on you while you were a houseman in H
The
Star?
entire cohort of my housemanship batch went through it. All of us went through it. All of us got the blame. Even though it was either, even if it might have been our fault because it's a steep learning curve, but even if it wasn't, we still got the brunt of it. So, that was that.
I came across this saying that you are not a doctor yet. You are becoming a doctor. You're learning to become a doctor. So that's pretty much what housemanship was supposed to be, where you are going through this process to become a doctor. So you should be guided and mentored so that you can learn to become a doctor, not blame, not thrown on everything gets thrown on you and then the blame gets on you and things don't work out.
Yeah, I agree. But the guidance and the mentorship was missing. You know, we we had to learn from the senior housemans. They were our teachers. To be honest, the fourth and fifth posters, they taught us a lot. They saved us. They guided us. They taught me how to insert a catheter, set in an external jugular line, IV lines on difficult patients. Yeah, they helped us. The nurses helped us. Some nurses, they were very good. I wouldn't say that, it was all the medical officers and specialists were very bad. No, I wouldn't say that. There were some very genuine senior doctors who did take interest in our well-being and care, but generally they were a minority. But there were. I would say there were. I wouldn't put a blanket blame on everyone. So that was my experience then.